I like Derek Stingley. Like, I think he could be a good player.
Yeah, but they
but
just
he's a
drafted
rookie.
him, right?
Yeah, he's a rookie. Oof. It's
Yeah, I
bleak.
don't
It's a
know, like,
bleak scene
anyone
over
else.
there. And it's the reason why Derrick Henry had like 300 yards. So every play, it was just like, we could do something else, but let's just give it to Derrick Henry again.
Yeah,
Like,
there's really no point.
There's no really point of doing anything else. And then their backup, Dontre Hilliard, he just, he was like, oh, Derrick Henry needs a break. That's fine. I'll get 10 yards.
Yeah. How long was this game? This had to have been like 2.5 hours.
No, I'm sure it was a quick game.
All of the running.
The
Is the Titans defense good again?
That's what I was wondering. I had them again. I had them in fantasy. I don't think so. How many sacks did they get? Oh, they got a couple. 3. Oh, I guess just 3. But I don't know. It's not terrible. I don't know how much of it is just the Texans, though.
I'm kind of annoyed that they're 5-2.
Yeah, they should be worse.
All I talked about this offseason was how they're like, I could be good this year.
Well, if your stupid team could do one play on
that
4
was
goal
Wentz's
lines,
fault. That was all Wentz's fault.
All you needed was 1 yard, and you had 8 plays to do it.
I know, and if that play, like if he throws a touchdown there, they're 5-3.
Yeah. Yep.
And they are in the playoffs right now. If that game doesn't happen.
No, they've beaten some bad teams. And they've lost to the Giants. They got whooped by the Bills. They like that. I think if you want to know, like, oh, are the Titans decent? They're 5-2. Just look at the Bills game. Like, they're not decent.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a slaughter.
All right. We have a busy. Normally we call this the trade dead line because there's never anything going on. But the NFL trade deadline heated up this year. We got a lot of trades to get through. Let's do it chronologically order that we didn't already mention. And we're going to start off with Kadarius Toney, which was actually happened last week. The Giants giving up on Kadarius Toney. He was a first-round pick. Then they barely used him. Then he was injured every time they did use him. That was a mess with the start.
Shocker that one of those receivers does not turn out well.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the problem fast receivers. Sounds like someone that the Chiefs know very well. And I don't know. I'm not going to say... Sorry. Fixing my headphones. I'm not going to say Kadarius Toney's going to fill in a Tyreek Hill role because, I don't think anyone could. But it's the type of receiver that you want if you have Patrick Mahomes and you're willing to take this gamble of a 3rd and a 6th round pick.
Right.
They're a win now team that needs to needs to win the Super Bowl. So they're gonna trade for another piece. Another weapon never hurt anybody, right? Still on the rookie contract.
Especially a fast one. It's like they just add to rich get richer.
So
just have all these fast guys that
they just
won't
interchange
put up great numbers, but he'll catch a 70-yard touchdown in like the AFC Championship.
Yeah, and even if he's not making plays like you said every other play, send him on a go route. At least they have to cover him.
Mm-hmm.
So did you see his tattoos?
No.
Kadarius Toney's. He has a big number 89 on his back with the city of New York in the background. He's no longer 89. He no longer plays in New York. So he needs to find a way to change that to Kansas City and a big number 1. But he's in for a rough time. He also has, I think, Giants on his forearm.
And that is a humongous tattoo.
All I gotta say is, what an idiot! You got drafted by a team. You don't expect at any point in your career. He's just like, he got drafted immediately. Oh, career Giant. It's gonna happen. You're never gonna get traded or want to leave or anything. Like that is such a dumb thing to do.
Well, at least he was all in.
Yeah,
at least he didn't cry like Eli Manning at the draft or anything. Like
that's true. All in.
So
I think I just imagine that was like his first thought. It's like, oh, I got my number. I'm getting it tattooed on my back.
His first paycheck.
Yeah, his
I
first
couldn't wait
paycheck
to
went
the
right to the
tattoo
store.
parlor.
Yeah. All right. Next up, this one a weird trade, but good for the Ravens, bad for the Bears. Roquan Smith for a second and a fifth to the Ravens. I
Had
said
to be
it.
done, I guess.
What
Had to be done, I
did it?
guess.
Did it have to be done? We talked about it when Robert Quinn got traded, and I said, "Oh, I like how they kept Roquan Smith. They have that key piece. They have something to build
Yeah.
on." And to just turn around and flip him, and then later do the trade for Chase Claypool, it just doesn't make any sense.
So that's where it makes no sense. Is like, it seemed like they were in full on tank mode, and then you go out and you get Claypool. I don't know. That makes no sense to me. And are they committed to Fields? Are they not committed to Fields?
I have
'Cause
no
it makes
idea.
like, are they trying to like build the offense around Fields and then just rework the whole defense, or what? Like, what's the plan?
I don't think there is a plan.
That's true.
They,
Probably isn't.
they I don't get it. You trade away the key piece of defense, and then you get what you get back from it. You immediately trade for a wide receiver. What the problem is now? You don't have a fucking linebacker.
Also,
Now you have a
Roquan
wide
Smith
receiver,
is
but not a
significantly
linebacker.
better than Chase Claypool.
What'd you
Claypool's
say?
like an all right receiver. Roquan Smith is like a stud
Yeah, he's a
linebacker.
stud, like all pro linebacker. The cost here is ridiculous. And
It
you're
doesn't
right.
make
Are they committed to
any
Justin
sense.
Fields? Are they ever going to give an offensive line? And now I guess it means that they want him to throw the ball more. I don't know. This team has too many problems to be trading for wide receivers, and especially too many problems when you trade for a wide receiver after you get rid of your stud linebacker.
Mhm.
I think it's a silly
I don't
trade.
know.
I
I
did
would love to know. I should watch like their press conference or something just to see like what the
what their
explanation
thinking
is.
is. Yeah. I do. The only thing that I like is that the Packers now look like little babies. It's very funny.
What, for just not doing anything?
Not doing because apparently they were in the talks for Chase Claypool, and I think the Bears
really?
they were like, oh, they're giving up a third round pick, and we'll give them a second, and just like one upped them to try to get Claypool.
That is pretty funny. Maybe it was just a spite move then.
It's a high pick for
I
because
know.
it's their own pick. It's not even the Ravens pick. It's their own pick. So they're banking on that'll be low if they do bad. Ugh, stupid move. Stupid move. All right. Talked about the Hawkins trade. Talked about the Bears. I guess if you didn't realize based on what we were saying, Chase Claypool got traded for a second round pick to the Bears. We talked about William Jackson. Ugh, this one.
Chubb?
Yeah. I hate the Dolphins. I
Why?
hate
'Cause
them.
you're scared now?
I'm petrified. I'm not scared. I'm petrified. Their defense is already decent. Their only weakness was their pass rush. Now they have Bradley Chubb.
Yep.
And you get what, 3 first round picks for Trey Lance, and then what they did is instead of what other teams do and just using the first round pick, they then flip and get superstars.
Yep.
So now from that they traded up for Waddle, got Tyreek Hill, and now got Bradley Chubb.
It's a pretty well run team.
Yeah. Yeah, if only they had Tom Brady, right? All that
Yeah.
Taylor. But
Well, they have Tua, who's starting over him on my fantasy team.
basically means he's better.
Just saying. He's better.
Yeah. So I mean, Bradley Chubb adds a lot to this defense. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be
Game changer.
yeah. They're gonna be.
The problem is you play in the same division as the Bills. They're not gonna win your division.
That's I think they're alright with that though. Like they beat them once. I think they think that they could beat the Bills. And
Right, but you can beat them, but you can also go the whole season and finish behind them,
yeah,
and you don't get a home playoff game,
yeah, that's fair.
which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, in some points it is a pretty deal, isn't it?
I mean, it's a difference between like hosting. I don't know. Trying to think who's like on the playoff bubble right now.
No, I get. Trust me, I'm not undermining
Chargers
it. I get it.
versus like going to. I guess they go to like Tennessee.
Tua, I mean, he's 5-0 when he's actually not. His head's not mashed potatoes.
I can't believe it. He's just back.
Oh, I know.
I feel like it just
After
hasn't
those
been talked
hits,
about
yeah.
yet.
That how quickly he just turned around.
We just accept it.
Yeah.
We're barbarians.
Really are.
I mean, that was like people were saying that he was never gonna play again.
Yeah, that was like a major,
It was that
major
bad.
head injury.
It's been like 3 weeks.
And and whatever, so they're rolling him out with him.
He's slinging it.
Yeah. Interesting that they signed Chase Edmonds, gave him a lot of money in the offseason, and then flipped him.
Yeah, and just dumped him
in this trade. He didn't. I mean, they weren't really using him. It's not like he was any good for them. Right. But I mean, I like what this. I like this for the Broncos. I think their defense is not. It's not gonna be the same, but their defense, they're not going. Like they know now that they're not going anywhere this season. So you get that first round pick back, and
yeah, if you just gave up picks for Russ.
Yeah, no, it's basically like a flip for your mistake. You're gonna have to give up someone else for it. But yeah, I mean, I think you get the first, you get the fourth, call it a day.
You have some cap space as well.
Yeah.
Or had he signed a long-term deal yet?
I don't believe so, because I think that the first thing I saw was that
paying him then.
Yeah. All right, a weird one. Jacksonville Jaguars trade for Calvin Ridley. This 5th round pick, the conditional one, the conditions has it where it can be a 4th round pick, 3rd round pick, or a 2nd round pick.
What? Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the 2024 or the 2023 one, but one of those picks can be any range of those, which is funny because it's betting. And what makes this trade even funnier is that the team Calvin Ridley picked the Falcons to beat in his parlay, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Also, what are you doing trading for a wide receiver that's suspended?
I have no idea.
That's ridiculously stupid.
It's so weird.
Like, and am I dumb for just thinking that's dumb? You could have done it at any point in this next upcoming off season. It's not like there was this big rumor mill for what's Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a weird trade. I guess
I don't know why the Falcons are trading him either.
Like, that's what I don't get either. Yeah, you're supposed to. This is another one where it's like you're supposed to be getting a quarterback next year. Don't you want those established weapons that have been there for a little bit to stay there? Like you just drafted a wide receiver at 8th overall. Now you're gonna need another one.
Yeah.
These teams are stupid. Like really stupid. The Bears,
it's like people just making trades to make trades.
The Bears, the Lions. These guys are so dumb. Like, I think you're right. They're just like bored on Madden one day. Let's see if we can trade.
Well, I feel like even Madden would be like, no, he's suspended. You can't trade him. And the Jags are like, no, it's okay. We'll take him anyway.
We need him.
It's like, all right, sure.
Yeah, this is God. I hate all these teams. All right. Next up, some guy named Jacob Martin got traded to the Broncos for a fit. So pick swap, and they get Jacob Martin from the Jets. Don't know anything about him. Not going to pretend like I do. Let's move on. This one was weird. Naheem Hines for Zach Moss and a 5th round pick.
I guess he's a better pass catcher, and all they do is throw the ball.
I think that's what it. Yeah.
But why would the Colts trade their pass catching running back?
Because they can't run the ball either nowadays.
Right. So why are they trading him?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay.
No, and this seems like a perfect type of guy, Naheem Hines, to help out a first year starter that doesn't know what he's doing yet and can just dump it
Mhm.
off out of the backfield. Doesn't it seem like that guy would kind of help? But
I would think so.
I guess
I mean,
not.
they're done.
No, yeah, they're
They're mailing it in.
done. They're real done.
It might be tanking.
I saw. I don't know. It can't. It couldn't have been real. But I saw a thing. It was like halfway through the game. It was like Andrew Luck said he might come back and save the Colts. I was like, dude, could you imagine how crazy that would be? Just like he's just like, I'm back, baby. I saw that this team
Should.
sucks. It would be a
Actually, no, they don't deserve that.
no. They don't deserve Andrew Luck.
Says
All
that
right.
they reached out to Andrew Luck.
Oh, is that what it was? That they yeah,
He's
I think
come
that's what I
back.
saw. That they reached out to him. All right.
Embarrassing.
Looks like the two more came in right at the wire. No, Rashad Fenton. He's not. I think he went to South Carolina. Cornerback for the Chiefs. They traded him to the Falcons for a 7th round pick. I don't get that one either. I'm not gonna lie. All these just I don't get it.
What a loss.
Loss of words. Don't know. Anyways, I'm seeing if Fenton went to South Carolina. Nope. Actually, no. That's his education. That's his high school. What the hell? Oh, he did go to South Carolina. Nice. Nice. All right.
And what was the other one?
Dean Marlowe to the Bills from the Falcons for a 7th round pick. No, that's nothing to me either. Now those types of trades, that's normally what we're discussing on these trade deadline pods.
Right, yeah.
Poopy trades.
Who?
Yeah, that was just like, who get it? But what is it? Isaiah Ford 2 years ago to Pats, then immediately got cut the next week. Pats.
The NFL trade deadline has been so like uneventful that I didn't even know it was today.
It creeped up.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was like talks like, oh, the trade deadline in a couple weeks, and then it was just like, it's here. All right. What's your favorite trade?
I liked Will Jackson leaving.
Yeah, I guess that. I guess that
because that contract was ridiculous. Other than that, I guess from the Vikings' perspective,
damn
I like
it,
them getting Hawkinson.
We always agree on everything. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say specifically the Vikings' perspective. I love the TJ Hawkinson pick. I guess from the Ravens' perspective, Roquan Smith is perfect.
My other one.
Yeah, Roquan Smith is a perfect fit there, and you kind of like 2nd round pick. I'd take that any day of the week for Roquan Smith. So, my team did nothing. I don't know why. They never do anything anyways. But
you wanted Roquan Smith.
Yeah, I did want Roquan Smith, but I knew I didn't have hope for Roquan Smith. I didn't think that we were going to trade ever for Roquan Smith. But I at least thought that Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, Isaiah Wynn, all these players that are like we're paying money and just like aren't playing or don't want to play. Just get him off the team. Try to get some back for it instead of just eating the money. But
it's like you should be able to dump guys for 7th round picks more often.
That's what I'm saying. It's like get off the contract, get off the books.
So easy to do on 2K Madden.
Oh yeah, do it. Instead of cuts, you just you just send him out for a 7th. Oh wait, we got a comment. Is now the time for Dallas to trade Zeke? Pollard is doing great, and now they need defensive help specifically for the Eagles. Well, a little too late.
I don't think they get anything for Zeke.
Yeah, no, I don't.
5th rounder at this point.
I don't think, because especially with the value of running backs, no one's looking at Zeke like they look at Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, and I would keep him just so you have a change of pace.
And they work well. Like that's the one thing. Tony Pollard did look really good this week, but the 1-2 punch they have has been working.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, he is definitely like a starting caliber running back, Tony Pollard, which sucks.
For you.
But yeah, What doesn't suck though is when my opponent has him on the bench and he scores like 40 points. That was so nice. All right. Let's now that we got the trades done, recap I guess some games. Oh, Pats Jets. Pats offense. Woof. They stink. Defense looked better,
I mean, yeah, you said you weren't really worried about this game, and the final score makes it look closer than it actually was.
Yeah, they got that touchdown late, and if the Pats had literally any sort of competent offense, this game would have been over well into the third because the Zach Wilson gifted the ball to the Pats 3 different times. It was just like Sam Darnold. Looked like he was seeing ghosts out there. He like one of the way he was throwing it, it seemed like he was trying to throw it out of bounds. It just threw it right to Devin McCourty. He did it twice right to Devin McCourty. And it was fun seeing the defense fly around, but it's not fun watching this offense at all. They on one of the drives, they just picked him off. They throw on like the 15-yard line. First down, run right in the middle. First down, second down, run right in the middle. Third down, it's the end of the end right before the half, I'm pretty sure. Don't even take a shot at the end zone. Don't even throw the ball. You just run up the middle and take your points. They just loved giving Nick Folk easy field goals. It's their favorite. It's their favorite thing to do. But 4-4, onward and upward.
All those points from field goals. I thought they like won for 2 once.
Oh no, literally all of them besides one touchdown. Singular touchdown.
Funny.
So they're 4-4 though. Upcoming, they have the poopy Colts, and then they're facing the Jets at home again. It'll look like if they go 2-0, be like, oh, they rattle off 3 wins, and then they're gonna get whooped by the Vikings and stomped by the Bills. So I don't know. I don't know where my optimism.
Be a little bit more excited, but
I don't know what my optimism level is.
You were right about Zach Wilson though, at least.
Yeah, I was right. He stinks.
He does stink.
It's good. It's funny though. He still got that dog in him. I'll still give him that.
He does, and he always will.
Yeah, he'll forever have that
because of the mom thing.
When he's backing up the next 49er or whatever, like when he's some backup somewhere, we're gonna be like, well, he always got that dog in him though. Like it's gonna be like Rosen. Be like, he's the chosen one.
Oh, don't compare him. He's better than Rosen.
Oh no, he's way cooler than Rosen. All right.
Rosen's a dork.
He is a dork. All right. Other games. Raiders. Not a point. Didn't even get across midfield until the 4th quarter.
They should fire McDaniels on the spot.
They should fire him already. There's no reason why he should have a job. You're supposed to be an offensive coordinator. You can't score a singular point.
Against a team who's been awful too. This is what I expected the Saints to be like a good defensive team that would win sort of low scoring games. They've been the opposite. They've been getting beat in high scoring games.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. And just the fact, how do you have Derek Carr and you have Devontae Adams and you have the whole story all off season? They went to the same high school. It's all over every broadcast you listen to every time. And he can't get him the ball.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or same college, not high school. But yeah, he can't get him the ball. They can't get anyone working. The only one that is good, I guess, is Josh Jacobs, which he wasn't good at the beginning of the year, but found his stride.
Mm-hmm.
Weird team.
1 catch for 3 yards for Adams.
Just can't have that.
What a waste.
No, yeah.
What a waste.
You just can't have that.
Yeah, I can't.
London game. I skipped this one. I was saying I was excited about the London game, and this one I saw the logos and I was like, oof, I'm not watching that one.
This one was more exciting beforehand because of the Russell Wilson on the plane stuff, but
that's the only thing I got out of this game.
He's doing watching it.
That he's doing high knees. By the way,
Murray is getting more carries than Melvin Gordon.
Oh yeah, Melvin Gordon, friend of the pod. He's having a bad season.
Yeah,
bad looks for the friend of the pod. Greg Dulcich. Greg Dolchik.
Oh, your tight end.
Yes.
I forgot about him.
Greg.
It's like, who? Like,
Solid game though. Solid
yeah.
game. He did what I needed him to do. Came in there, scored 12, called it a day. Love that guy. All right, what other games we got? I don't want to talk about the Jags. Say they're bad. They're a bad team. Steelers
There's
Eagles
Cowboys.
happened.
Oh,
Steelers showed
I could
up.
say the same thing for the other one.
What?
The Bears Cowboys.
Yeah, Bears Cowboys.
That
Did
was
you see?
that got exciting for a little bit
It was
though.
a
Like, the
5-point
Bears were, like,
game.
they were nibbling.
Yeah, it was a 5-point game, like halfway through the third. Did you see Justin Fields jump over Micah Parsons so he could run in for a touchdown?
Yes.
What the hell was that? I was like, no one's gonna tap. Like they were like, we have to see if his like toe hit him. Basically, if his toe touched him, they get 7 points erased from the board, and instead
Right.
he completely goes out of his way to hurdle the hell out of him.
Pretty impressive.
Also, that fumble was so funny. That fumble was hilarious. I think it was. I don't know if it was Montgomery or Herbert, but he stretches out and he does the old like stretch out for the 1 yard line, just whoop,
Right.
falls right out.
Like the Case Keenum when he tried to do it at like the 30-yard line. Remember it was actually against the Bears.
I do remember that.
What are you doing?
Are you worried about this Cowboys team?
Not really. I mean, I'm more worried about the Eagles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
I think the
I wouldn't be
Cowboys are
either.
solid.
Their
I don't think
defense
they're a
is
Super Bowl
increased.
team.
Yeah, their defense looks better every week. It feels like. And
I mean,
given
they gave a lot this week though to an offense that isn't good.
yeah, that's true. They 29 points is I guess nothing to brag about giving up, but 12 and a half, solid. I don't know, decent enough. Got the job done. Got a touchdown. Oh, Rams Niners. A stupid mistake by us not picking the Niners. We know.
I know, and I even remember looking at it during the picks and being like, "Oh, I forgot one. And
Yeah.
This was the one." I mean, he's McVay's daddy.
Him with Christian McCaffrey.
I know.
What a recipe! Like just for perfection. He's the first player since LT to throw, catch, and run for a touchdown.
Can we stop saying that LT is LaDainian Tomlinson? Like LT is Lawrence Taylor.
That's fair. I
heard that on Pardon My Take. He said LT, and I was like, "How did LT do that?" And I was like, "Oh, LaDainian Tomlinson." No, that's not who LT is.
That's fair. I only said it. That's what they were saying all weekend too. Everything I heard.
I don't. He's not LT.
Lawrence Taylor gets disrespected. I feel like sometimes by especially us younger fellas who didn't get to watch him play. That dude was a monster. Which of course didn't get to see him play, but I know he's a monster. The Rams are still bad. The bye week didn't help. They're still bad.
No, it didn't. They were up at half. Congrats. And what the hell is wrong with this offense?
I don't know.
Who is Ronnie Rivers?
Undrafted free agent. That's who he is.
Why is he getting the majority of the carries?
They didn't trade Cam Akers today. I don't know if he's gonna come back and play for this team, but they just like sent him home. And now, so Cooper Kupp tweaked his ankle at the end of the game. If he's done, there is just literally nothing for this team.
They literally have nothing. He's the whole team right now.
Yeah, they need to do something to either get like a pick or give some people away, try to get some other person. They should have done something today, but they're in trouble. And
they are in deep trouble.
McVay, I don't know, like, is this a testament to his coaching? Is this a testament to just no depth in the lineup? Or what? I don't know.
This is just like an extreme Super Bowl hangover case. But we've talked about this team for a while where, like, going all in like this, it better work because eventually things are going to fall apart and you're going to have no draft picks. And that might have come sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I thought the window would at least be 2 years. It looks like it was that year. And look, they got it done. To be fair,
Yep.
they
Right.
they got it
And it's
done.
last forever.
So that's all that really matters. But I don't know. They also have 0 fans.
I know.
Zero.
Was
Not
a home game.
not a soul was
I mean,
there.
even the NFC Championship last year against the Niners was like half Niner fans.
That is so embarrassing that you are the Super Bowl champs. This is a divisional rival game. How do you not have at least 51% of the fans be your own fans? And it wasn't even
Wasn't
close. It was like,
close.
yeah, it was
It's
like
not close.
30% was Rams fans. Not maybe even lower than that. The they're going to be in some trouble if if they can't get people to go to the games after they win the Super Bowl. Cuz
Mhm.
how are they going to go to the games when none of this team is good?
Like the Chargers the first year that they moved out.
They're the same thing. It's a whole they're away every week too. Like that both those teams royally screwed themselves by
I know.
and wasted so much money on these terrible fan base. Strange. Very strange. What else we got? I think that's Bills Packers. Didn't watch. Didn't watch, didn't care. Kinda
Classic Sunday night under
yeah.
again.
The only reason why I would think that this would be an over if the Bills just whooped them. Like if the Bills
I
scored
think
4
the
or
Packers
whatever.
ended up covering actually because I think it was
Yeah, it's 10.5. He
10 and a
covered.
half. Yeah, so
Yeah.
good for them, I guess. They scored late too.
I think that's what I heard on a different pod. That's what Rodgers really cared about, just to cover.
Just covering,
All
yeah.
he cared about. They're in some
They're a
trouble.
joke.
They're in some trouble. They look like absolute fools today, not making any moves. Not even for like a lower tier wide receiver. Like they didn't even get Nelson Aguilar or something. They got
I don't think they care.
I don't think
Like
they
they're
do
just
either.
done.
Like this is the team that drafts running backs in the second round, even though you just paid a running back. Like this
And
team,
quarterbacks in the first round when you have Aaron Rodgers.
yes, and this front office it should be ashamed of themselves.
They should be ashamed.
Like really should be ashamed. You wasted the past 3 years, maybe even 4, of one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Completely wasted it, and no one should feel bad.
Better hope Jordan Love is the answer.
You better hope something. AJ Dillon play wide receiver. Like, come on now. You better hope something. Line up Jordan Love. Get him out there. Get some routes running for
Bring
him.
Jordy Nelson back.
That's I think their only hope.
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings. All right. I think we hit them all.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Sweet. Coming up Thursday. Oh.
There's baseball on.
Yeah, go. You have something better to do on Thursday night than watch this game. I promise. There can be something you can watch that has got to be more entertaining than this.
It's not Davis Mills versus the Eagles defense.
They're gonna get creamed. Like absolutely.
The line is 14.
Slaughtered.
It's in Houston.
They're gonna get
Ugh.
ran
Eagles'
out of town.
schedule is like I don't know how they made out like this. I think just because the whole NFL sucks. So it's like every good team has an easy schedule. But in reality, everyone has an easy schedule because there's just not a lot of good teams.
It's funny, wasn't this? I guess a year or 2 ago we were saying, oh, the parity in this league,
Mm-hmm.
it's insane, and there is still some parity, but it's a parity of mediocrity.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's just a bunch of mid teams.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of mid
Aside
teams,
from
a couple
like, the
shit
Bills.
teams, and then the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Eagles.
Yep.
Those are the 3.
Yeah.
And then there's like some fool's gold teams, like the Niners, the
Giants.
guess the Giants. The Giants before this week, the Ravens, that are like counted as like these quote unquote good teams.
The Vikings.
All of them are gonna get steamrolled by the Chiefs, Bills, and Eagles. All of them. I don't care what team it is. I'm just gonna figure you're gonna get steamrolled by the Bills, Chiefs.
Well, we said before the season that the NFC was bad, and that was when we thought that the Bucks and the Packers. And
yes, yeah, I know.
That's 3 teams that we thought would be division winners, like actual Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah. Yep. I picked the Rams. You picked the Bucks to win the Super Bowl. Like this, God, terrible. All right. Well, we have some baseball to talk about. The World Series has begun. Chris, how's it going so far?
We're tied at 1. Went back to Philly. Game 3 was supposed to be last night. Got postponed to the rain, which actually benefits the Phillies a little bit. I'll get into that in a second. But Game 1 was one of the best baseball games I've ever watched. It was also the most stressful game of the postseason by far, because they got down 5-0 in like 3 innings, I think it was. By the 5th inning, it was tied at 5, and then the next 5 innings, I guess it was, because it went to 10, was absolute hell. Because like every base runner, and they hadn't had a tie game for that long. This whole playoffs, like the games that they lost. Oh, am I frozen?
No, I'm listening.
Oh,
I can hear you.
All right, I'll just keep going. Every game
Wait,
they've lost.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
okay,
but
yeah.
my screen isn't moving.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, just keep
for some
going.
reason.
Yeah.
But every game that they've lost, they've like been down the whole game. Every game they've won, aside from like that first Cardinals game and the last Padres game, like they've been up the whole game. So there hasn't been a game like this. It's just neck and neck literally the whole time. So it was wildly stressful.
Well, we just lost Chris. He just got out mid-conversation. Apologized for the delay. Hopefully he can either join back soon. I don't know if I need to call him again, but hopefully he joins back momentarily. On the other side, big comeback win for the Phillies. And he was just talking about it. They stole one in Houston. That's what they needed to do. That's what we talked about beforehand. They need to take care of business at home, and you guys got to win it one more time in Houston. Call it a day. Where is Christopher? All right. Again, want to apologize to the audience out there. Don't know what happened to his internet. Chris's computer had a meltdown, apparently. Oh, I wonder what that entails. Probably loud fan. It's rebooting. He'll be on momentarily. Chris.
Oh,
welcome back.
My computer just like shut down for some reason. Somebody doesn't want me to talk about baseball, I guess.
No, you just mid combo.
I was
sentence.
Frozen. Then all of a sudden I was talking, and then it just went dark. Like it's plugged in. I'm at like 99% right now.
That's weird.
What happened? Sensory overload, I guess.
That's really weird. All right, let's regather your thoughts. What were you saying, Chris?
Stressful game 1. Castellanos makes defensive play of the year to save the game at the end of the 9th inning. He's been an awful defender like his whole career, basically. And he stepped up to make an incredible play. After the game, they asked him, they're like what goes through your head on a play like that? Like you're not best defender normally, and he's like, well, like regular season, it's tough to concentrate out there. We're playing every day, so sometimes I'm just not as focused. But playoffs, I'm always focused. It's like what? He just openly admits that he doesn't try.
I was just gonna say during the regular season, he's like, we just kind of pick daisies out there. Just watch the grass grow.
But yeah, I mean, he's been like major disappointment this whole season. But he saved the game 1, and then JT comes up, hits the clutch home run. And the bottom of the 10th was also incredibly stressful because the Astros had 2 guys on. Got out of that, stole the game in Houston. Game 2 did not go super well. It didn't hit. Zach Wheeler got lit up, which is a little bit concerning. But we've said it every series so far is that you just want to get the split on the road. They got that, and people are freaking out a little bit because game 2, the pitching matchups are not as good. But got the split. You're coming home. We're fired up. And now they've had to wait an extra day, so it should be extra crazy tonight.
So, yeah, I'm looking at Google right now. It says game 4 is tomorrow, and then game 5 is Thursday. It doesn't have the one for today, so it's today instead of
night, 8:00.
Nice. What are your feelings? You confident? Is it nervous? Is it what?
It's nervous.
Nervous.
I mean, I still feel that way where I know that they're better in almost every aspect, but there's something about this team where they will just find a way to win. So if you take it game by game, you can't start looking ahead like, oh, this is the pitching matchup in game 5. Like, we're nervous about that. Like, stop. Step back. Focus on tonight.
That's like it's like my fantasy team. Just finds a way to win.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I like that comparison. All right. I mean, it seems like America's behind you. Doesn't seem like there's a lot.
It does, which is weird because it's not normal for America to be behind a Philly team.
Yeah, not at all. But that's what you get for being a cheater.
I guess I'll take people's support though.
Yeah, and that's what they get for being cheaters.
Right, exactly. I also did go in full uniform Halloween the other night.
Nice.
Yeah, got more compliments than I expected.
Down here, you wouldn't have. I saw a couple people in Braves uniforms, like the full.
Oh, right, the Braves. That's
right. It is kind of weird that. So, tonight, Philly Houston. Tomorrow, Philly Houston. Thursday, Philly Houston, and Thursday Night Football, Philly Houston.
Right. Well, it was supposed to work out where.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the night off.
Series would be
Philly
Eagles Texans.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are making a big deal about it, like it's Eagles Texans.
No, it's not like it's a good.
If you're watching that, you're even thinking about watching that over the World Series, then probably not that committed to this baseball team anyway.
Wait a second. So the NFL, yeah, I guess it was supposed to work out perfectly, but that rain really screwed the NFL because all the Phillies fans, all the Eagles fans, and all the Astros fans are just going to be watching the Phillies and the Astros.
I mean, I'm sure they'll do some flipping to see what's going on.
Houston won't be. Philly might. Houston will not be flipping. There will be no reason to flip.
That's true.
All right. Any I guess words of advice for the lads coming up on tonight?
Score first.
There you go.
Harness the energy of the crowd.
I like it. I would love it if you guys.
Gilmore.
I think even though I'm not a big Philly guy, but I think it would be cool if you guys stayed undefeated at home. That'd be pretty cool.
I would do a lot for my mental health. Just wrap it up in 5. No,
sure,
I said one game at a time. I'm already worried about game 7.
Hey, but you're not playing.
No, I'm not playing.
So that means you're right to be nervous about game 7. You don't have to play for game 7. They can't worry about Game 7 right now. They have to
No,
worry
but
about
it's like there's no reason for me to think about it right now. I'm worried about Game 3.
All right. All
I
right.
think they'll hit at home. What
They
they've been doing.
they've been
They
getting
score runs.
what you said, the energy of the crowd. They really been getting them.
Harness it.
They have been. All right. The last bit of news that needs to be discussed is that Ime Udoka is back in our lives, and
Yours.
he's out of mine actually,
Hmm?
and he is now going to be the head coach for the Brooklyn Nets. I just want to run through a timeline real quick, just so everyone's clear. He sexually insults an assistant from the Celtics. He gets
Assaults.
not assaults, but like
Oh.
what's it called?
Had a consensual relationship.
Oh wait, yeah. All right, I forget. Oh, yeah.
There's no assault.
You're right. I'm making stuff up now. But after that, it was all sorts of fans. Oh, he should never coach in the NBA again. Blah blah blah. Celtics should fire him.
Again, not really.
Yeah. I mean, it was against.
I feel like most people were on the side of like, why are they suspending him this long?
No, I saw people because I saw the receipts today. I saw people.
Okay.
And there was some talk which I didn't think of. What I discussed with you, I didn't think of like, oh, you shouldn't play it. It shouldn't coach in the NBA again. And then that goes for 2 months, and now he's a head coach again.
Can he just like terminate the contract?
So the
Is it
Celtics,
because he's suspended, like he's free to do whatever he wants.
so the Celtics allowed him to talk with the Nets, and are apparently allowing him to go if he wants to sign with the Nets. So they're basically just done with him. It's kind of interesting that they didn't want any sort of compensation for it. Normally teams, try to get a first round pick or some sort of trade for the coach. That didn't happen. But what I am wondering about is, does this mean that do you think that means the Celtics have some they're about to release?
Oh, like an extra piece to the puzzle.
Yeah. Like if they're just like, oh yeah, go to our division rival and Eastern Conference rival, who we hate. Go ahead, go coach them. I feel like there's got to be something else coming. There's definitely something left to the puzzle that isn't out there yet.
Yeah,
And
I mean, they're not stupid.
no, they're not. Yeah, they're not dumb. So
Nets are.
the Nets are dumb.
Nets are so dumb.
He is a good coach. I don't know how he's gonna work with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, or he's a defensive coach and the team has no defense. It was weird. It was fast. Like it was like all of a sudden Steve Nash is fired and he's a coach immediately. That's what I thought was the weirdest.
It's very quick.
It was like, oh, an hour later, Ime Udoka's already the coach. Got it. Yeah. But do I think this makes the Nets any better? I think if anything, it just adds more drama fuel to that stupid fire going over there.
Probably. I mean, hiring a coach mid-season is weird.
That's what
usually it's interim.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
It's over.
The whole Nets situation is weird. They're 2-5.
Dumpster fire.
I don't know what to do. It's still too early in the NBA to actually form any solid opinions or learn anything about any teams yet. So we're not going to discuss any of the games that's going on right now, even though it has been fun, and I do love watching it. But it's just not worth it when there's new games every day. But Udoka, if he does become, when he becomes the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, if they become a good team and there's a playoff series between the two, that is going to be an electric series. Yeah. Because, there's already beef between them. There's already hate for Kyrie. And now there'd be hate for their head coach too. It'd be like a super team of supervillain. It'd be like a super villain team.
Yes. I think you're right though that there's something missing here.
There has to be. Has to be something. Cause it's too convenient. I feel like
Is way too convenient.
weird. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see when stuff gets dropped. I don't want to get to the let's just try. I want to mention it, but let's try to avoid it. The Kyrie Irving. You see that stuff with him and Kanye and God, guy's a lunatic.
He is a lunatic. Yeah.
But anyways, I hope they continue being a dumpster fire, and I hope he sucks. But anywho, college corner. You got anything?
No, I mean we had our bye week, so nothing really football wise. We have Wisconsin this weekend, but I'll talk about that Friday, I guess. And basketball next week. This game.
The cocksuck. Told you I was worried. Told you we shouldn't be ranked. They suck. They scored 10 against Mizzou. If they can't score early and off like some special teams play or
Right.
a fumble or defense like a pick six, they're just not going to score. Like they're just not going to do it. I
forgot I forgot to check in on you guys this weekend.
Yeah, there was nothing to check in on. Just a beat down. The Rattler gets like one good throw a game. I think it's the offensive coordinator. It could be the offensive line. It could be a mixture of both. I don't know. It seems like the same thing every year with these Gamecocks. You get that good win, and then you think there's going to be a bunch of momentum behind it, and there never is.
It falls apart.
Never is.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Yeah, it's basketball season anyways, though. It's first scrimmage tomorrow. I think I'm gonna skip the scrimmage. I don't need to go to scrimmage. But I'll be there. Opening night. I'm so excited.
When's your opening night? What day? Is it the 7th?
Might be. Let me look.
Guessing a lot of teams play that day.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the 7th. It already started, right? College basketball? I already saw teams playing. All right.
No, the 7th is the first day.
Oh, really?
Or like exhibitions.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's exhibitions. I guess our women's basketball starts November 7th.
Oh yeah, we play.
Come on, where is it?
Mossberg maybe, but we ran a train on them.
Yeah, tomorrow we play Mars Hill. You know what that is?
Ooh.
No idea. November 8th. We're the next day. We're that Tuesday.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, that's a shame. But SC State, then immediately they come back
Clemson?
Friday. Clemson at home. Massive game. And then we get to go to not get to go, but the Charleston Classic comes. And
oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go.
Oh, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's an hour away. Hour 30. That'd be fun. And then we just get into it.
For Maryland against Niagara.
Nice.
November 7th.
Did you
see if there's any like good games?
Did you see we got projected again by Big Game Boomer to play against each other in a bowl game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's electric.
Huge.
It is. Last bit of college corner I wanted to throw out there. I've gotten back into Wii Sports.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's exhilarating. The basketball, the shooting, the 3-point contest.
It's hard.
It is hard. I'm hit or miss on it, cause sometimes like I find my rhythm, find where the release point is like perfectly, and sometimes I'm just shooting lasers at the front of the rim. I was
playing someone who's good at defense, like that you get stuffed all the time.
Oh yeah, the worst part is when you're playing the owner of the Wii, where you're just like,
they're dirty.
Yeah. I was killing it in bowling though. I was in my bag.
Not great at bowling. My forte is tennis.
Really, I like tennis.
I'm pretty nice at tennis.
When I was little, I used to just shake my thing, like my joystick all around, just like watch the guy go and go in circles. But
It's like a quick snap.
no, and it matters when you hit it too, and when you go for it, because your guy won't move if you don't try to go for it. When your guy doesn't move, it's so frustrating.
It's really annoying.
It's also funny when you get mad at the game and you go, "This game made in 2006." Like the guys don't even have arms. The guys don't even have arms. Like, come on, how much credit can I really give it?
It's a great game though.
It really is. All timer.
Is an all timer.
Oh, Chris, I'm looking at it right now because it showed up. The women's number 1 South Carolina versus number 17 Maryland, November 11th.
Oh, nice.
In Maryland.
Maybe I'll go.
There you go. Watch you guys lose by 100. They had an
You guys won the Natty last year, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Not. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they had an exhibition game yesterday against like Benedict or something. You want to guess the score?
What was it?
32-123.
Gosh.
Looking for our just an absolute machine. That should not be allowed.
We won Frostburg 113-46.
Okay. I feel bad for those women. How do you especially it's quarters too? How do you get up for the fourth? How are you up for the fourth at that point? You're like, we're down by 100.
68-19.
Yeah, you're like, we haven't even scored 20 yet. They have almost 100. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you just look at the coach in the locker room and go, look, we're not winning. I'm sorry.
Go try.
Yeah, go try out there. Go have fun.
Women's basketball is brutal.
No, they
even in the tournament too.
Yeah, they whoop each other.
Like good teams.
Yeah, absolutely demolished.
The number 1 team will beat the number 20 team by 60 points.
Yeah, no, the margin of what was that? I guess it would be almost like elasticity. The way they
there you go.
Yeah. The way they respond to these ranked teams are they're like, oh, we have to whoop them. They're ranked. That's disrespectful for us. That's how the Gamecocks see it.
They also have a number in front of their team name.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. All right, that's all I got. We good?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't know if you froze or you just kind of. I just wasn't sure. All right. Well, that does it. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone has a great, I guess, start of their week. And see everybody on